Good morning, friends. How are you today? My name is Amina from ERA. I woke up to a batch of messages on the platform, and that's interesting because it's the reason that we created this community for us to grow your knowledge about the sector, grow your interest, spark innovation, so you can effectively participate and also support the development of this sector and the country. So the messages were about power tariffs. There were significant concerns on the units of electricity. I think one of you had received after transacting, and it's an issue that quite a number of people complain about, and I thought I should do a video just to address it. I would have posted just a text, but I thought I needed you to interact with me and see my face. So I would like to address it this way. Yes, while we were sleeping, actually, AI stood in the gap, and you see how important technology can be and how it's important for you guys to become very innovative, because as we slept, you were actually able to get some answers from AI, and AI would not be very far from the truth. Indeed, the current tariff of electricity for domestic consumers is 756.2. But for you to be able to understand this issue better, you need to understand that electricity prices have two components. They have energy charges and non-energy charges. Now, energy charges is what you are charged per unit of electricity you consume, and non-energy charges are the charges that are not related to your consumption. Now, under energy charges, we have the normal rate, which I mentioned. It is currently 756.2 per unit of electricity. And then we also have some incentives. We have the lifeline tariff, which is charged on the first 15 units that you consume in your bidding cycle, as your bidding cycle starts. Now, I am mindful to use the word bidding cycle because when I say in a month, we relate to the calendar month more. But I want to use bidding cycle because our bidding cycle differs. Now, a bidding cycle similar to a month is also 30 days. But your bidding cycle starts on the day that your account was activated when you got a new connection. So my bidding cycle may be different from your bidding cycle. My bidding cycle may be starting from 15th, but for another person, it starts from 9th. So it is not true when people tell you that at the start of the month, for example, yesterday, which was 1st of December, that you're going to get more units when you transact. No, because our bidding cycles differ depending on when your account was activated. So when it is the first time you're transacting in your bidding cycle, you are going to experience these charges. You're going to experience the normal rate, but your first 15 units are going to be charged at a lower rate, which is currently 250 shillings. So the first 15 units, they will charge 250 shillings per unit. But the remainder of the units from the 16th to the 80th, you'll be charged the normal rate. And then you can also get another incentive. When you cross over from 80 units to the 150th unit, you're going to be benefiting from a declining block tariff for domestic consumers, referred to as the cooking tariff. There, your tariff is going to be 412. That is the incentive for domestic consumers. And the reason this tariff was created was to also make power more affordable, especially for those who are able to cook using electricity. Now, besides the energy charges, there are also non-energy charges that you're going to experience when you transact. Those include the service charge. It is not 4K or 5K as I earlier saw in your messages. It is currently 3,360 shillings. And you're only going to pay it once in your bidding cycle. So during your first transaction, when you're buying light, you're going to also experience a service charge. But besides the service charge, you're also going to be charged VAT, which is standard. It is 18%.